Folks, it has recently come to my attention that here in America, women are being subjected to a double standard. That if they have a lot of sex, they get called whores or sluts. Whereas men, on the other hand, if we have a lot of sex, we get called pimps and studs, right? And I agree. I think that's terrible that anyone would call a woman a slut just because she wanted to have sex. That's her choice. It's her decision, okay? We don't need an unfair double standard on that. And in fact, I feel so strongly about this issue. I don't normally do this, but on behalf of my demographic of men, I would like to personally apologize to every woman who has ever been called a slut. In fact, if you're a woman listening to this now, I want you to give me a list of every single woman you know, every name and phone number, every woman you know that has ever been called a slut. Take your time. No list is too long, and I will personally apologize to them on behalf of men, okay? Because I want to make things right. So again, I'm going to need the names and the phone numbers, maybe a physical description in case I see them on the street. And a picture wouldn't hurt. Maybe a picture. I want to apologize to these women as soon as possible. Are they short? Are they tall? Are they blonde? Are they brunette? I want to make things right. I don't care how long it takes. If you feel like you know a woman who has been particularly affected by this issue, somebody who society has called a slut on numerous occasions, guess what? Their name goes to the top of the list, the top of the apology list. So if you know someone whose daily life has been so affected by this issue, someone who they can't even go to the grocery store without everyone in the neighborhood saying, "Oh, hey, everybody, look, there's Tiffany. Isn't she one of the biggest sluts in the world? She'd sleep with anybody." I want to apologize to her first. And women like her, because they deserve it. Not only do I stand with these so-called sluts, but also the whores and the skanks and the harlots and the Jezebels. I think you're doing the Lord's work as far as I'm concerned. So in conclusion, thank you all for listening, and may God bless sluts across America. My mother was a slut. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. We all know today is a sad day. Our son Mike recently drank himself to death. And we'd like to take a moment to let everyone here know that it wasn't a suicide. Okay? He just drank too much on accident. You ever drink too much? Hell, I know I have. Greg, I know you have, you son of a bitch. And that's what our son did. The important part is that he didn't kill himself. Okay? So it doesn't count as a suicide if it's not on purpose. Mike loved to party. Is that a sin? No, it's not. I checked. The paramedics said that on the night of his death, our son Mike purchased and finished an entire keg of beer by himself. And as a father, you gotta be proud of that. Gotcha.
Alcoholism runs in our family. Suicide does not.
Thank you, honey. I couldn't have gotten through this without you. Even in my heaviest college drinking days, I could never finish a whole keg of beer. Not by myself. Because I didn't have what it takes. But Mike did. Hell, Mike's probably up in heaven right now, tapping a keg of beer with the big man upstairs. Getting blasted with the Lord. Classic Mike. Because he didn't kill himself. I can't stress that enough. Baby, you got anything you want to add?
You're my rock.
Right back at you. So let's all raise a glass in honor of our son, Mike. The raddest kid a dad could ever ask for. He didn't kill himself. Cheers, everybody. It wasn't a suicide.
Yeah! For Mike! Mike!
The Ark is finally prepared for voyage.
Yes, Mr. Noah?
And all of the animals have been accounted for and double-checked.
Yes, Noah.
Good. We don't want to leave anything to chance. That's why I stocked the Ark so carefully all of these months.
Well, the art looks pretty good, Noah. You got 2 snakes, 2 armadillos, 2 Bengal tigers. Honestly, I don't even understand how you found all these animals in one place.
Aye.
Hey, Noah, I gotta ask you something. Why do you have like 80 sheep? What's that about?
Because you can't be too careful, Ezekiel.
You got 80 sheep, Noah. There's 80 sheep on this boat.
Couple of them probably wandered up there on their own.
And why are they all females?
Well, more females means more offspring. You know, a better chance at ovulating and whatnot.
You need at least 1 male for that. You got 80 female sheep, Noah.
Well, maybe those are different types of sheep.
Nope. You brought 80 of the same type of sheep, and I'm pretty sure they're all lesbians. I don't even know how you made that happen.
You can't be too careful.
Alright, I'm just going to come out and say it. Noah, you're gonna fuck these sheep, aren't you?
What? No. I probably won't even have to.
Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't bring 80 lesbian sheep onto this ark so you can fuck them.
No. No.
So why 80?
No. 40 days and 40 nights.
Sail your own fucking boat, Noah.
Noah, he's Noah, the sheep fucking biblical man. Noah, he's Noah, if anyone can do it, he can.